Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Happy summertime.
happy summertime,
That's
teachers.
that's when we're recording this.
That's right.
JW earned his summer by teaching, so good job, JW.
All
Way to
year
earn your
long.
summer.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
summers are too short nowadays, JW.
Oh, no
Too
kidding.
short.
2 months.
We're
The
all,
end.
yeah. We're complaining to teachers. I wouldn't complain to anyone outside of teachers.
Yeah,
So.
don't. My wife hates it when I.
Yeah, my wife. Yeah, first day of summer when I'm like, yeah, I won't go
Yeah,
back to that history.
yeah, PTSD right there.
Exactly. So today we're going to talk about different a way you can invest your money that's not talked about enough, I believe.
Okay. Okay.
What's talked about a lot is a 401k,
Yep.
a 403b,
Mm.
a Roth IRA, for teachers 457 plans.
Yeah.
Uh, and then there's Roth versions of these, Roth 457, Roth 401k. These are all great and they can benefit you big time.
Yeah.
But one that's not talked about much that might benefit you, so I think you need to learn more, and you might already know about this, so skip it if you do, is the brokerage account.
Mm.
It's brokerage account, which we both have, me and Justin.
Yep.
I'll talk a little bit why I got it back in my late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
When me and my wife were investing for retirement, we also wanted to invest for things we wanted to buy before we retired.
Yeah.
So we started putting in money every month to a brokerage account because you can use that money before you retire. So we did an addition to our house and we pulled out money from a brokerage account.
Nice.
So
So that's definitely a nice thing about having the brokerage account. Now, here's my question. So you pulled out some money.
right.
How much were you taxed?
That since I was taxed, I have to guess here, whatever tax bracket we were at.
Mm.
Because we didn't qualify for that zero capital gains at the time.
Nice.
So we're going to talk a bit about how your brokerage account is taxed. There's something called long-term capital gains.
Yep.
You want to talk about that a bit?
So long-term capital gains is when you have your money in your brokerage account for a year or more, minimum a year. But that's what capital gains is.
So long-term capital gains, and these numbers are not exact, you can look them up later. If you make under 125,000 and you pull money out of a brokerage account and you've had it in for more than a year, you pay zero taxes.
Nice.
Zero taxes.
Legally.
Legally, yes.
Yeah.
If you're over a certain amount, roughly 125,000, again, these aren't exact numbers, look them up later if you'd like, then you're paying 15%
Yep.
capital gains. And then if you're really way up there, I think it's like $600,000 if that's your income,
Whew.
which isn't teachers.
It's not me.
I don't know any teachers making that. Then it's like 20%.
Yeah.
So there's some benefits that way.
Nice.
You set them up just like you set up anything. You can go to Charles Schwab, T. Rowe Price, Fidelity, Vanguard, wherever, and you just set up an account. It's really, really easy.
Yeah, we live in such a beautiful time. It's just go on the internet, plug it in, done and done. I remember going into Charles Schwab, Schwab,
exactly.
many, many years ago, trying to figure out some stuff, and they even had like a minimum that I had to have with me to open it up, and I didn't have that minimum at the time.
Exactly.
So
that's
super
funny.
easy right now.
There's two people that do really good videos on this that are certified financial planners. Cody Garrett, he was on a podcast actually. Financial Independent Teacher. We'll have it in the show notes below.
Yep.
It was episode 215. I'm glancing at my notes here. And they spend 60 minutes talking about a brokerage account. So they're going over things we're not going to go over because we want to be quick today.
So we're not going 60 minutes.
We're not going to go 60 minutes.
Okay.
No, for sure not. Another guy I like a lot, his name's Ari Toblieb, Root Financial. He's a certified financial planner. We'll put his name in the show notes too. He calls it a superhero fund because of the tax benefits, the ways you can manipulate the tax system in retirement. So that's what I want to talk about a little bit now, is that if you have a brokerage account in your retirement years, there's a way you can use it and possibly pay zero taxes, zero capital gains.
I like it.
Again, if you're under that roughly $125,000. The exact number you can find online because I don't have it memorized.
It's a lot.
So like, let's imagine a married couple says, hey, we only need $120,000 a year to live off in retirement.
Okay.
That's our number.
That's your number.
They have a $40,000 pension, let's imagine.
Nice.
They pull out $40,000 from a 401k, which is taxed, let's imagine.
Okay.
But then they have a nice brokerage account and they pull out 40,000 from that.
Nice.
Well, that 40,000 is not taxed. It's
Boom.
tax free. It's almost like a Roth IRA, and it has the same benefits for that scenario.
Yeah, because you're not pulling out the 125.
Exactly. So brokerage accounts can benefit you now, letting your money grow for things you want to buy before retirement.
Mhm.
And then when you're retired, because a lot of teachers retire early, they don't wait until Social Security kicks in. It can help you before you get Social Security or before you're 59 and a half,
Right.
and maybe use a 401k. I know I used the example earlier of a 401k, but even if you don't have a 401k, if you have enough in like a brokerage account or a 457,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Some options.
yeah, you have some options. It just gives you more options. So again, I would look at Ari Toblieb's videos. He made a handful about them. If you want to take a deeper dive and this interests you, maybe it's part of your plan. Or Financial Independent Teachers, episodes 215. They
Nice.
do a really good job.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. I think if you've got your pension is one leg of the stool, and then you've got your brokerage as being another leg of the stool, and then you've got something else,
Exactly.
right? I think that's fantastic.
Because when me and my wife started this in our late 20s, early 30s, brokerage account, it never entered my mind that this could have tax benefits in retirement. That's
Yeah.
not why we did it.
Yeah.
I just learned in retirement, holy cow, this is a way to kind of to pay less taxes potentially if you stay under that $125, $125,000 roughly.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do because they don't need more or want more necessarily.
Yeah.
So,
I like it. Perfect.
all right, something to think about. Again, brokerage accounts, they can benefit you. Maybe you're already using them. So that's all we got for you today.
Awesome.
All right, cheers.
Bye.